The Endurance Asia podcast.
And always tell a truthful story if they ever ask. Stop the complaining cause things ain't that bad.
So what's your kind of philosophy on nutrition, and how has it changed from when you started focusing on it through like going through years of study through it and now obviously running a business around it? Like how has your philosophy on nutrition evolved during that time?
Well, first I understood that there's no golden kind of like silver bullet or like one gold standard like that applies to everybody. And I think everyone should just realize that by eating a supplement or altering the diet to something, you will probably not perform better. You will change something in your body, but it all comes in a massive combination of your training, your nutrition, your sleep, and your social life, and just like how morale is developed inside of you, like how you actually drag yourself out to do the four previously mentioned things.
Yeah.
So that thing is fundamentally what I kind of teach in my workshops and one-on-one to my mentees. I'm trying to pass like, hey, it's all in you. We were hunters hundreds, like thousands of years, tens of thousands of years ago. We were running around without nutrition for a couple of days and it was okay. But at the same time, we would then kill like a big animal and eat it, and then we will also be okay. So we are we are survivors. Like we can do really crazy stuff. That is a testimony to what 166K runs are doing to us. What I learned though is like, it's all about very individual choices. Lots of the things would need to be just resonated against your biochemical like blood test, like as easy as that. Like what's your cholesterol level? Like what are the deficiencies that a clinical test of your blood will show? Like starting point is always like a nutritional needs assessment. You don't just jump into conclusions. You really need to understand whether like you have enough protein because your skin is like peeling or not peeling, your hair is falling or not falling, like whether you have this or that. You need to have a proper assessment of where you live, where is your lunch place nearby the work, what is available, what is not available in shops. Back to my example, when I moved to Singapore, it was like a completely different world of like shopping. 10 years ago, Singapore didn't have all the variety of retail stores that we had for like European meals, right? Oatmeal was like very seldom found. Yeah. So something like that. So, and among these kind of assessment things, individually, you figure out, back to the discussion of goals, what are you trying to achieve? So if you want to sustain your weight, because sometimes people train a lot, but they are not losing weight, right? So that's something of a mistake or not. Or you're trying to reduce your weight because you probably are in the obese category, or you're trying to recover faster, or just you need some coaching in terms of moderation because you're sometimes impacted by your social life, and like you need to just understand what is available and how to see the patterns of the food choices in the menu that will not affect your training and you will not feel guilty for that. And it's very individual. It doesn't take long. We're not speaking about the level of Eliud Kipchoge, who is like with his carbohydrate gel. What's that brand that he used in this Morton? So the new gel, the 80 grams of carbohydrates that's pulled into you. Or we're not speaking the ultra performance.
What's the maximum amount that you can intake within an hour? I think
this is what they do. They tweak it like so that your intestine, with the pH level in your stomach, basically your intestine converts the bacteria and pH level in your stomach. Allows the fluid state carbohydrate drink to be converted into something called like a gel, and it basically goes through the intestine wall faster. There were some control studies that put it into debate. Like actually some studies suggested like it doesn't actually work, but clearly it works for Kipchoge. This is like an extreme level. Or another extreme level, we're talking about like Chris Froome. Yeah. In Giro d'Italia, when he was on the 5-day pattern of reducing his body weight, so that when it comes to stages with a lot of climbs, he has an advantage uphill because like he every day he
Power to
recovers.
weight ratio.
Power to weight ratio is enhanced. So like on the flats, on the team trial, on the first couple of days, he's smashing it, and then like when it comes to climbing, he's able to recover daily, but at the same time reduces the body weight. And they reduced him by I think like a kilo or like half a kilo. I don't remember exactly, but like through the 5-day reduce half a kilo over for a professional athlete, that's a lot of nutritional tweaks. And he was eating all these Haribo gummies and like candies as a recovery. So we're not talking that, right? We're talking just like general pattern of like what's good for you and working backwards. Because these extreme levels, they are very aspirational, but in reality, people.
They don't fit for the normal human being.
I
say we're all normal.
We're all normal, yeah.
Yeah, we're all 99.9% genetically the same, but essentially when you're an elite athlete,
it's
just
a total different ballpark.
It's such fine tuning when it comes to diet, nutrition, and everything. And
another example about survival, there's this channel called Vice on YouTube. And if you go there and find, there is like a video that they published couple of weeks ago or a week ago, a guy was eating macaroni and cheese for 17 years. He's still alive. He doesn't look fit. Like he doesn't look like he's gonna run like a 5K on any kind of split. Like he will probably do that, but like he has some disease, like some order disease, that when he eats something that is not mac and cheese, he just like wants to vomit. Like it's a different altogether level. So we're talking about tweaking the endurance in a regular human being, not like Froome level and whatnot.
The Endurance Asia podcast.
And always tell a truthful story if they ever ask. Stop the complaining cause things ain't that bad.